But what's important here is, of course, that the basic principles of attacking are exactly the same, irrespective of your formation. We will, however, take a few moments just at the beginning of this video to deal with how you might build out from the back, because in this video we're going to assume you're a good possession-based team and you're not just going to kick the ball in the midfield like that. You are going to try to keep it within your team and build out from the back. And so it might be of interest to take a look at what that first pass out from the back might be and how you would make it. And of course that's very often determined by what your opponent is doing and how they are pressing you. Quite honestly, on occasion, people quite heavily involved in football might say to you, why do all that? Why bother? It is just too much trouble. Why not just kick the ball in there and be done with it? And there are so many good reasons why you don't want to do something like that. To begin with, if you look back here, now a goalkeeper may say to the players, don't worry about that, push on up there a little bit, you're too deep, I'll deal with everything back here, because the goalkeeper wants to play as a sweeper. But when it works, it gets you that little bit of extra space. So anyway, all of this is to create space as a team. This player is quite tightly marked, wouldn't be a good selection of pass, something you would look out for. Would this be a good selection pass? Certainly wouldn't be a bad pass. Maybe the player's getting closed down again, but he's getting closed down from the wrong side and he's facing the right way, and he's able to quite reasonably protect that ball, get a good first touch and pick a good pass. Not a bad one at all, but maybe the best selection of the pass in this situation would be here, because this would be the player in the biggest space, most comfortably able to receive the ball and protect it on the first touch. In other words, not being pressed in such a way that he's likely to make a slight mistake, maybe let the ball run away. It's a little more obvious, it's designed to pull defences apart and stretch them in a much bigger way, but we'll get to that as we progress. Anyway, once we've dealt with those few principles, the next thing you would move on to would of course be penetration. But before we go anywhere near penetration, let's take a proper look at possession itself and what the benefits of possession are and why you might want to have possession of the ball. And sometimes it's talked about, and certainly talked about in coaching, as if you're able to stop the game and tell everybody, hold on a minute, we're in the attacking third and we want to get a few wee shapes going. Of course you're not able to do that. These are just naturally occurring shapes as you bring the team forward. They just appear organically, if you like, and all you're doing when you're being creative is taking advantage of those shapes. And those will be little shapes such as the difference between when you get into the attacking third of the pitch, you're very advanced, and now you have to decide whether there's a goal scoring opportunity that you want to go ahead and take advantage of, or should you recycle the ball. So we should give an illustration of each of those things very quickly here, just so we're clear of what we're talking about.